Hey, Shalom, Akim, just a second. Hang on, we got the kinks. Hopefully the static won't be so bad. I'm just still working out the bugs here. But first and foremost, call hello Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Ba'adash. Of course, double honors go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who deserve double honors. This is Naman with DC Camp. And also salutations go out to the fellow Akim out there on the highways and byways pushing this truth. Alright, across the four corners of the globe, trying to wake up the remaining hopefully elect. Alright, as you can see here on the screen, this is a few days old, but hey, it needs to be said. Alright, as the title says, the Phil Scott Show, of course. And dadgummit, I failed to do it. Let me do it now. Let's see. All right. It says, all right, hold on. The right one, because they'll send me all over the place. All right. Come on now. Alright. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for the purposes such as criticism, comment, teaching, education, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Alright. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use, which of course is what I'm doing. I do not intend whatsoever to make any profit or anything. This is just a teaching tool. Alright. So, what we have here, as a title says, a so-called trans woman says biological women are jealous of them, of it. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and roll this without further delay. Alright, when you hear this, you'll understand the scriptures I'm going to bring up and why they are there. Yeah. How about that? What? Really? What I'm looking at isn't an attempt. Can't hold it back. This is delusion. This is, of course, we know that got evil spirits on them, usually. But let's go down here. What is delusional disorder? Crap, how did I do that? Salaki sucks. What is, if you see right here, what is delusional disorder? Alright. It says delusional disorder is a type of psychotic disorder. Its main symptom is the presence of one or more delusions. Alright, now let's go. Let's see. There's something else I had. Let's see. hold on. Because it's not that, it's not that hard. But, damn it, when it comes to, I have all this set up. Let's see. I'm trying to find it again and go straight to the point. Crap. Let's see. Because he'll give you all kinds of clinical. Let's just get it out of Miriam. I'm not going to go through all that. Just real simple. Alright, the act of deluding oneself, or the state of being deluded by oneself, especially concerning one's true nature, abilities, feelings, but especially that first one, one's true nature. Simply put, you were born a man, you're a man. Or you will never truly be anything else. The opposite also applies. You're born a woman, you're a woman. And even when you get into the chromosomes, we each have 23. Alright, so female is XX, male is XY. There are nothing in between or outside of that. That's it. Alright. And that's why these so-called professionals, I mean, they come up with all kinds of trying to make excuses for these things. And that's why these scriptures are here. Let's get some. Alright. I may have shot myself in the foot here. Hold on while I resize this. Alright. Alright, hold on. I was trying to keep from, but don't like I'm gonna be able to do it. So let's just go ahead and get. There's a reason why when we were told when we were going to the lands, different lands. All right, Canaan, for instance, and some of these others, not to take on the customs and traditions of these heathen nations. All right, and most of all, when we go down here, what do you think Sodom and Gomorrah was all about? All right, so let's go first to here. It says unlawful sexual relations. All right, now this is all right, but okay, thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind; it is an abomination. Now you got something like this that we're dealing with here. All right, which goes into deception. All right, you are actually doing that. You are, even though it's dressed up and it thinks that it is, but it's also, all right, using deception. All right, look at this. And then the way it talks, or I should say he, because that's actually what it is. All right, and this is allowed. They even, some years ago, it came out that they are allowing these things to even change their birth certificate. So that's why you have to be extra careful now. Let's go back to that scripture. All right. So this is why these scriptures are here. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as mankind is an abomination. Now let's go 2 chapters over. Punishment. All right. Punishment for sexual immorality. All right. Straight to the point. For man also lied with mankind as he lied with a woman. Both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely, not might, but they shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. What did I say about deception? Well, you notice that's a big deal with this trans shit. All right. Go to the club. That's why also there are commandments as far as the hair. All right. When you get to 1 Corinthians. The 11th chapter, Paul goes into that about, having your hair a certain length. And that's in Leviticus also. In fact, it's the chapter before this. Let's go to 19. All right, let's keep on down to the 20s. All right, here it is. Ye shall not the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. Alright? So this goes into our people getting lined up so that all you're supposed to maintain a certain, men to look like men, etc., etc. Let's go to what I was talking about earlier. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 11. Alright, head coverings. Alright? And this is Paul. Alright? And this gives you the hierarchy right here, part 3, which I'm sure they don't tell you in the Christian church. Why? Because there's so many women in there, and they've, under this charter, they curtail everything to the woman, and that's wrong. Alright, let's see. About the head coverings and all that. Go on. For man not need cover his head, for so much as he is the image and the glory. How about Shah? But the woman is the glory of the man. Alright. Does a woman have long hair? It is glory to her, for her hair is given for her covering. But if any man seem to be contentious, we have no such customs. Alright, hold on. Alright. Here it is, verse 10 says, does not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame to him? Look at this shit. And that's exactly what it is. This is roll this one. Says the thing that looks like a woman. Excuse me, that's trying to. But this is what the West, in specific America, promoting all that bullshit tells you. You must put up with shit like this because, in other words, they're trying to cast out our Constitution, our scriptures, our bylaws, right? Because they used them as a weapon for so long to get where they're at. Now they want to do away with it. Because the world that they envision includes shit like this, because it is in their nature. It's in their nature. It's in the so-called white man's nature. Alright? The Edomite. Remember, the Greeks, the Romans, they were a bunch of freaks. And I was not trying to rhyme. Alright? This is their nature. Exactly. Yet, here you are. This is madness. This is madness. But why is this so? Let's get that. Let's get that real quick. Why is this so? And this, my goodness. This an Israelite is sad, but gotta go there. The man of lawlessness. Let's get down to actually start up. Actually, you could read the whole second Thessalonians 2nd chapter here, but all right. But we know who's really behind this. All right. I start at 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which you are doing. We're out there on the highways and byways. All right. He's being, we're hewing him to pieces with these scriptures. It says, consume the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, which that's going to happen. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, and this surely is, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness, all right, in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And here's the point. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. Look at this. That they, verse 12, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Let's explore 12 here. Alright. Whoops. For this cause, alright, they received not the love of truth. The best safeguard against error is the love of the truth. I'm reading commentary. Alright. Sometimes they get it right. You gotta be careful. Shall sin, Greek sins, or is sending. The delusion is already beginning. Alright? It says the Most High judiciously sends hardness of heart on those who have rejected the truth, and gives them up in righteous judgment to Satan's delusions. You got all kinds of scriptures in Isaiah 69, which you already know that. And he said, go and tell his people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Alright? And that's exactly what's happening here. 6 and 10, make the heart of his people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. And that's just the thing. We're out there on the highways and byways. Surely, over the internet, everybody by now has heard about the Israelites, especially the last 3.5 years here. Alright, so there's no excuse. There is no excuse. Alright, and the Most High is cold like that. Romans 1:24 through 26. You see that? Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of the Most High to a lie. You were born a man, you are a man. You were born a woman, you are a woman. You listen to this damn devil with all his psychiatrists and psychologists bullshit. Alright? Look what... who changed the truth into a lie and worship and served the creature more than the creator who was blessed with every. Amen. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And the men also. Alright. Let's go to and even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind. If that's not the definition of reprobate, what you're seeing here, alright, to do those things which are not convenient. Alright. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah. They first cast off the love of the truth, the Most High gives them up to Satan's delusion. Then they settle down into believing the lie, which this individual certainly has. A little bit more. Yeah, you do. Witchery. Hey, I gotta go there. I wasn't gonna do it, you know, to hell with YouTube. I gotta go there. For those of you that there was a series that came about as a result of a movie back in the early to mid 90s. It was a Stargate franchise, and those things when they are possessed by those goa'uld, especially the women. I'm just listening to that voice. I gotta go there. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Goa'uld, Stargate 1, SG1. I'm listening to this thing speak, and I gotta go there. You see some shit like this, of course you're running the other way, but these things burrow into your body and wrap around your spine, and they possess you. Oh. Alright, that's enough, but that's the point. Every time I hear this thing talk, I don't know, I'll go back to that. But anyway, let's roll some more. But see, that's the thing. You women out there, this is what you sided with. This is what you protested for. And the same can be said for that whole community. You idiots marching up and down. All right, the streets here. And look what it did. Look what all that got you. All right. This is America. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Salakia. Yeah, you took that, whatchamacallit, that Divock, that jibber jab. That's a whole nother, you know. The ramblings of a mad person. Them spirits are heavy on it. They did it to themselves. That whole Skittles nation. All right, I'll put it that way. All right, because when you read if you read their charter, you know that they changed at least one thing when it came to their goal was to replace the patriarch. All right. Yes. And this was all set up by yours truly, George Soros, who I believe came out recently and said, you know, he stepped down and mainly has given up, well, at least they say so, the reins to his son. But we know that, no, someone like that can never truly. But anyway, it came out, he said that he was a god. See? These people, you know, that's a whole nother video in and of itself. We know the, you know, Amalek, you know, the great pretenders, the wannabes, they want to plant us, or they want to get that birth rate back, but that's not happening. But staying on point here, yeah, these people, they don't want, they never did want equality. All right? Because the aim at pushing all of this is to get at our people. That's what it's all about. Alright, Psalms 83. Yep. I'm not sure if he's aware, but they're even transplanting wombs now. Like, what's the fucking point in all this? And it's like what he says, you know, the level of just wholesale wickedness. This is all madness. It's Frankenstein shit. You know? It goes to what I was saying earlier. You go to the level of, you naturally got men and women, each designed for a certain purpose. Alright? And you're going to try to turn a woman into a man, but they're already men. You're trying to turn a man into a woman, transplant a womb when there's already a fucking madness. Madness, this place has got to go. Just a little bit more. Yep, exactly. Yeah. There you go. You know? It's wicked. Hey, so, what can you say after seeing that? I mean, if you're not convinced of what we say, this place has to go. But you're still going to have those amongst us. Hey, those are 2/3. They got to go down with this place. Because they were never meant to see it, you know. So with that, hey, until the next video, again, I hope whoever views this is edified. That's what we try to do here at Great Millstone. We filter everything through the scriptures. To let you know what the hell's going on. And that time is short. Alright, so with that, until the next video, shalom.